All right, so what's going on with Bitcoin and what's going on with crypto right now? Because yesterday I made a video urging you to protect yourself. And if you were in my group, you already protected yourself when we went under $117,000. And we had that massive flush down. No, I did not predict that. I did predict downside, but not that fast. I explained everything in the video. But what's going on now? What's going on with the charts? And what am I personally doing? Because you have to understand, everybody is different. Everybody's portfolio is different. Everyone's risk is different. So I'm going to explain what I'm personally doing and why. And then with context, you can decide what you're doing. Okay, number one though, before I get started, I'm a bit sick. I have a fever. I'm not feeling too well, okay? So if I sneeze or cough in your face, as far as I know, it's not contagious. Wear a mask just in case if you're too close to the screen. But as far as I know, it's not really contagious over the internet. So just take care of yourself there. But generally speaking, I'm not going to edit this video. It's going to be one take. There's no way I'm going to edit this video. I don't even know if I can articulate myself properly and actually get this video out the way. So let's have a look at the charts first. Let's look at Bitcoin. Let's look at alts, and then we'll take it from there, what I'm doing and what my strategy is. And I urge you, after you watch this video, watch the previous video for context, because I can't repeat everything, because I have some people complaining that I speak too much and blah, blah, blah. And you know, they want the TikTok influence and tell them what to do. That's not me. But for the sake of some people, just because I want to help as many people as I can out there right now, even the ones with TikTok brain, watch the previous video after you watch this video for context, okay? And let's dive straight in. So here we have the factor line on the hourly, and on the hourly, as you can see, we're in this range. We had a snap and crack. The factor line told you to buy here, at least temporarily for a swing, told you to sell over here, and then basically, if you bought here with these candles, which we actually called, then you should be okay when it comes to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin now sitting at $113,000. And we're gonna see what it does. We have to wait and see what it does. The trend on the hourly is still down, but because of this SFP, you can actually do this. You can actually trade this a bit different. For example, you put your stop loss under the SFP, maybe a little bit under this massive candle over here as well, and that would that would mean probably more downside to the low hundreds or even a bear market. But as long as we're trading in this range here, we're okay on the hourly, and I do believe we're gonna break up the half of the range over here, and this should turn gold after that. Let's see. Let's go to the 4 hour. As you can see, 4 hour told you to sell, and let me just change this pair to USDT because we're gonna have more information and better information. So as you can see, right here, the factor line told you to sell, okay? This SFP sell over here, and especially right here where it turned red, and confirmation told you to sell on at least this candle over here. So this is where it actually turned bearish in a long-term view. This was a short-term swing trade. We were expecting to bounce over here because of this. That didn't work out. We went under and flushed under. But as you can see, we're still keeping this range over here. And as a matter of fact, we have a new range, at least on the 4 hour. And you could draw this however you feel, but I like going by bodies and wicks and looking at ranges, kind of. But this is what we're seeing right now. Now the trend stacker is neutral here, so we're still waiting for that. But I do believe this is going to change to the upside pretty soon. If this continues coming up, W formation over here, ignore this wick, and then you could have potential further upside. Let's go to the daily, which is more important. And here we are on the daily here. And as you can see, even on the daily, the SFP right here, buy signal on this massive flush down. People should have been buying this all the way up. Confirmed right here, actually. You see that gold line over there. And as you can see, we're now above this range. This is your new support. This would be your invalidation, or even this would be your invalidation depending on how long you go. So this is what I'm eyeing right now. I'm looking at Bitcoin. So on the daily, we're still gold. The factor line did not tell you to get out. So we're still gold. And of course, on the weekly, we're bullish. we're fully bullish. As a matter of fact, this is all on schedule. And this is a lot what people are missing. And yes, it did tell you to sell up here. We missed this. I missed this because I had SFPs off. We were trading a bit differently. I'll be quite honest with you. I did miss it a little bit and called the 117K. But yes, under 120K psychological, we should have been more cautious. We got cautious a little bit late. Again, watch that video. It's in the description down below. I'll leave it at the end as well, so you can have more context so you don't completely get wrecked. So here we are right now with a factor like, you have to understand that even in bull markets, Bitcoin falls 20, 30, 40%. I keep on telling you that, and alts get devastated. So we're still in the bull market. Technically, we're still in a crypto bull market, okay? I know a lot of people are calling for bear because of this drop. They're wrong. And I don't look at percentages. It's 24% or 20% drop for bear market. I think that's complete baloney. That doesn't apply. That's outdated, if anything. It's just stupid, okay? Because crypto's a lot more volatile, and things change. So here we are right now. We're in a bull market still. We're getting towards the end of the bull market, in my opinion. Bitcoin top coming in end of 2025, beginning 2026. Altcoins might run a little bit more if we have an alt season, and I'm talking about a selective alt season. I think I was the first to key phrase that and talk about that since early 2023, 2024. I was saying mini alt seasons, selective alt seasons, all of them. And then I said, if we do have an alt season, we're gonna have one before the summer that will be extended, which we got, and the one after the summer, which is, we're still waiting for it, to be quite honest with you. It never came. If we do, it's going to be a full-blown alt season. That's what we're waiting. But the full-blown alt season will be a selective alt season. I talked about potential dexes being in the new narrative. I think I was one of the first, if not the first, to call that. And of course, you have AI still in play. And of course, you have different coins that can do well. But like, let's just focus right here, right now. Privacy also, we call Zcash. Let's see how it does. Now, and by the way, quick side note with Zcash, I'm gonna make a video about it because on one hand, it's topping, you should be taking profits at around $300. On the other hand, something's going on behind the scenes. I can't quite put my finger on it. I'm gonna try and find out, try what's going on. I think there's something going on with Bitcoin maxis. I'm not a Bitcoin maxi, I'm a shitcoin minimalist, but I know some Bitcoin maxis. I'm gonna try and find out what's going on exactly, what the viewpoint is, because if a lot of Bitcoiners, a lot of maxis start getting into Zcash, it's gonna make a powerful move. There's no doubt about it, okay? Let's see if they're implementing something with Zcash or they have something going, and maybe with other projects as well. Let's see. Anyway, so we have these massive drops. Now, if you really think about it, Bitcoin only dropped 10%. Only dropped 10%, that's not really that much for a bull market. And that's why I'm worried that it might drop further, because we see 20, 30% drops in bull markets with Bitcoin. But because we're getting to the end, maybe what's gonna happen, and hear me out here, this is very important, we go up, right? Bitcoin does one of its crazy 30, 40% drops. Everyone thinks it's a bear market. And we go up a little bit more and have a shorter bear market. That's one scenario. The other scenario is we go into a bear market. But either way, I'm looking for a top end of 2025, beginning 2026. So we'll either have a bear market or what will look like a bear market, then make a comeback. We'll talk about that in other videos. Let's look at alts real quick. Let's look at altcoins, because also you have to see which ones are powerful and which ones are good. So you're seeing Aster and Zcash doing very well here. You're seeing Solana. I actually posted that I got into Zcash, Aster, and Solana, and they will go up first in my group. Yes, there's a couple that may have gone up a little bit more, but I think these three over here are good. Also Hype, I just got into a position on Hype as well. And these are, what you're seeing on screen right now are the coins I'm holding and believe in most for alt season right now. This could change. This could change next week. This could change in 2 weeks. This could change tomorrow. But right now, these are my biggest positions when it comes to altcoins. Yes, I am still holding other altcoins. Yes, I believe they can do well. But in this time right now that we are in, these are the altcoins I'm getting more into, and I'm consolidating my positions. Number one, so I can control them. Number two, so as it goes up, I can actually take profits on the way up. If you have like $500 in a coin, does 10x will make a big difference to your portfolio. But if you have 2,000, 5,000, 10,000, you can actually take profits going up, and it makes a significant change to your portfolio. Now, I'm still looking at perpetual dexes as the narrative, and I'm holding three, okay? Hype, Aster, and Bluefin. Those are the three I'm holding right now. This can change, but those are the three. I got out of the other ones. I believe these ones are good enough, and it covers blue chip, mid caps, low caps. Okay? Now, and it's also a chain play with SUI, and the chain play with Hyper, and the chain play, of course, with BNB, with Binance. Okay, so that said, and yes, we are holding BNB, you saw it on screen. So that said, what am I doing? What did I do? I re-entered. So when I took profits and I got liquid to protect myself, and then I made sure I had cash on the side for everything I'm going to be doing till the end of this year. That's including Christmas, including my trips to Dubai, blah, blah, blah. What I decided to do yesterday was get in back small into certain altcoins, just mentioned them, Zcash, Aster, Hype, and so on, and put all my USDT into Bitcoin. Now, why did I do that? You have to understand the context here. Because if we go up from here, I can still be exposed to crypto by holding Bitcoin, right? And I still have my altcoin position so we can go up. That's number one. Number two, if we go down and we dip, I can always use that extra Bitcoin to buy the dip because Bitcoin falls less than altcoins as you have witnessed. And if we go into a bear market and we miss it, I have no issue holding Bitcoin through the bear market. I do not care. So that's the decisive action I took. Now, everyone's different. If you have a portfolio you're fighting for profits, you might not want to do that. You might want to stay liquid and see how this plays out. We need to break above $117,000 to say we're safe so we can re-challenge all-time highs. And as we're re-challenging all-time highs, we have to see if that breaks or not, and if we're going to actually go crazy or not, right? It's very important. But understand the period that we are in right now, we are basically seeing if this is a dead cat bounce and we go lower, possibly into a bear market, we'll see, we don't know, or if we're actually going to the upside here. That's the two options I'm seeing right now. Now, something very important. If you are wondering, before I say something very important, I'm gonna give you something secondly important. If you are wondering what the factor line is over here, because you keep on seeing me talk about the factor line over here and giving you calls on the factor line. It's actually very, very good. This is actually my indicator. This is a custom indicator that we have built with ChartPrime. And this is based on the way I trade. This is a long-term swing indicator, okay? You can use it for the daily. It has many different things you can do on it, but it's basically a long-term swing trading indicator. You cannot buy it. You cannot buy this indicator over here. This indicator is mine. Anyway, but it is part of my course, Invest, Trade, and Think Like the Crypto Factor. So if you want to learn how to invest like I do, how to trade like I do, and how to think like I do when it comes to narratives, the calls, everything, make sure you check out the course. I have it right here. You can actually click that. I'll leave it also in the link down below. It's expensive, but the price will go up. I'm keeping the price low, or what it was, until this all passes over. Then I'm raising the price. The price right now is $1,297. It gives you video instructions from beginner to advanced. It will teach you everything, its own pace. It's very easy to do, and it gives you the factor line for life. Check it out, see if it's for you. It might not be for you. There are other courses out there. There are other ways you learn. But if you want to do it like I do, and if you want to follow me, and maybe even trade with me in the bear market when it comes, the way I do, and I've been doing this since 2017 very successfully, then maybe you should check out, get that indicator, and yeah, we'll take it from there. Now, that said, make sure you watch this video right here for context. Make sure you watch this video for context. It's very important. Combine it with this video. Yeah, I'll see you in that video. Make sure you watch it, and good luck.